I didn't realize that the first sentence is probably the conclusion. Is that what you identified as the conclusion?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought they were just telling us that. Like, okay, not surprising. But then the rest of the argument is like evidence, right? It's like the study, so that must be the ultimate conclusion. And if we're trying to weaken that accept, what should we do?
We should find things that, well, I want to ruin their study, I think, and give reasons for why.
Yeah, why the study was not maybe a good study of reaching the conclusion that it's the prolonged exposure. Maybe it's something else, right? People who are drawn to sulfur emitting factories maybe aren't really good at smells. I don't know, like something about self-selecting samples, right? Who knows? Anything that would weaken it accept. Now the correct answer is going to do what?
Nothing or
Nothing or strengthen, right? Yeah. So a lot of times people think it has to strengthen it. It could do nothing. Okay. Should we just go through them, or do you?
Well, so I picked D.
D.
And then the answer is A. And while I see how A can kind of like do nothing, I don't understand why it's better necessarily than D, because I don't see how other noxious fumes is necessarily a weakener.
So wait, every sulfur emitting factory with workers participating in the study also emits other noxious fumes. So if there are other noxious fumes in the area, maybe it's not the prolonged exposure to sulfur fumes that permanently damage one's sense of smell. Maybe it's the fact that you're trying to. Didn't they do this in the factory?
No, that's one of the weakeners that you can choose.
I know. I'm saying, if they did this study?
One of the weakeners says they did them in the places where.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that would weaken it. This, I think, the noxious fumes may be the cause instead of the prolonged exposure to sulfur fumes. It could be the other fumes.
I don't know why I didn't think of that, but yeah, I looked at it and I was like, okay, I don't care about other fumes. Like,
Yeah.
So I thought that's why it did nothing for me. It didn't weaken it. It didn't strengthen it. Whereas A, it says, oh, it's not perfect or to the corresponding smells, so that must detract from it. So I crossed that off immediately. But
Yeah.
I guess the fact that it's closely.
Wait, it does not detract from it. That would be.
Well, it does detract. Sorry. Like closely, but not perfectly. Like it's not.
Yeah. So why? Yeah. Why doesn't this weaken this study?
Because both groups have to.
So the answer choices that address one group or the other are going to weaken any differences between those groups. But that answer choice would apply to both equally, presumably. There's no reason to and so then that would have hurt them too. Or the good group, you know. Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Any other questions?